we have with us Richard Boudreault, president of Orbite, which is a very nice project in Quebec. Bonjour, Monsieur Boudreault.
Bonjour. How are you doing today?
Very well.
So switching to French.
That's the problem with the French guy doing English show. They're always mixed up. So, but my viewers
try not to switch in Japanese now.
Yeah. But yesterday I spoke Russian, one word, and hey, listen, I'm in love with your project. First of all, I'm sold to it.
Thank you.
Yes, I'm sold to it. For me, it's just too bad we have sold Alcan.
At least there's two of us.
Yeah, we're two, but it's too bad we sold Alcan to alcohol.
I didn't sold it yet.
So, but I mean, we've been going in many countries for years to get the raw material in order to produce aluminum, and it seems like in your project we may become self-sufficient in there one day.
Essentially, yes. Canada is a very large producer of aluminum in the world. 12% of all the aluminum is produced here. That's 1/8 of the world's production, mainly because of the cost of electricity. The problem is bauxite, from which alumina is produced near the equator. So they have to take this material and bring it into Quebec and transform it with our cheaper electricity into nice aluminum.
So far away, so it's very costly to bring it in.
Extremely costly, creates a lot of CO2. The cost increases with the price of fuel for transportation, and frankly, bauxite is not a very nice thing to exploit for planet Earth. So we expect to be able to produce in Quebec, possibly replace all of that production, which is essentially 6 million tons a year, or $3 billion worth of alumina, and try to replace most of it with a product that is from Quebec, essentially an aluminous clay that we will transform into alumina with a new proprietary product, and a technology which has been patented and is keeping on being patented further.
And this technology, because you told me earlier that actually this is the product that we're talking about.
Absolutely.
And it's a raw material just there, sitting on the ground. You just take the trees off and they're there.
Exactly. There's a very small overburden. The rest of the material is clay to many hundreds of meters.
And it's been there for 50 years.
Oh, no, it's been there for
more there. But I mean,
years.
we know since about 50 years that it's there.
We know the deposit existed a while ago.
But there was not the technology was not efficient enough to be.
It did not exist.
It did not exist, and it's been invented here in Quebec.
It's been invented here. What we have is this material is being crunched into this fine powder. We mix it with acid, and we separate the iron first. Then we separate the aluminum, and we take the aluminum with oxygen and transform it into alumina, which is aluminum rust. And this product essentially becomes this fine alumina. And we have.
And this is the best product. I mean, the best quality product.
We have two types of products coming out of this. We have this product, which is the specialty alumina. This is the high purity material. This bottle is worth about $300 worth, and we have another material which is for the metallurgical alumina, or for the production of aluminum, which is quite a bit less expensive, about 1,000 times less expensive, but a larger market. And we produce the two of them right now. The facility in Capshaw has produced this type of material, and we're about to get on to production of the metallurgical alumina. And
the percentage of this material is much higher in what we have here than what they have somewhere else. The number of gram per ton, you're talking about not a few gram per ton.
We're talking about 25% of all the material here is alumina in content. So it's not grams per ton, it's thousands of grams. It's 25,000 grams per ton, essentially, if I calculate it well. So we're talking about very large quantity. And we transform this 25% content of alumina into two types of alumina, the high price and the lower price. The lower price is meant for the aluminum smelter on the North Shore, and they're a short stone throw away from our place, and therefore the cost of production and the cost of transportation especially is reduced quite considerably.
I heard you need 2 tons of this product to make 1 ton of aluminum. Is that right?
Exactly. You need, well, this one is the high purity,
Yeah.
but if it was the low purity, 2 tons of this would be enough to produce 1 ton of aluminum.
So we need quite a bit of this.
We need in Quebec 6 million tons a year.
Okay, and right now you have a pilot plant that's up and running.
Yep.
You are producing a small quantity. Like what's the production rate right now?
Well, right now we're preparing an official opening, so we're cleaning our facility, so we're not operating right now.
Okay.
But we've been operating with a few tons, and we have produced up to 1 ton a day of the specialty material. Right now, the next production, which is after our official opening on the 14th, will be the metallurgical alumina.
So this whole project is far from an idea. It's up and running, and it's been proven working.
Yes. Again, as they say in English, it's an overnight success that took 5 years to occur.
Yeah, it's really amazing, and for us it's good. It's going to provide jobs in this area there because it's been missing for a while. Murdochville is beside windmills. There's nothing left there, so you have plenty of people to do the
they're
job.
experienced. They're experienced in the mining industry. They're
Also?
experienced in the material industry. We're located nearby the ports. We're located nearby electricity. We have water. Well, if God wanted us to exploit this facility, that's the kind of material He would have given us. So we're kind of chosen here.
And you do have other type of resources in there too, other type of mineral mixed with this.
Absolutely.
And you can get them all of it.
Well, yes, absolutely. We expect to have, for example, scandium and gallium, which are material of fairly high value. Gallium can be used for photovoltaic cells, solar cells. And scandium can be mixed in the aluminum to make a very super aluminum for the aerospace industry.
So you don't have to take this product, bring it somewhere else to take some element out or whatever. The whole process is done in your plant. So you take the alumina out, and then you take after that the other product out, and it's just like cash is coming from everywhere there. And can you explain us about what's the process? You talk about acid. So when you're talking about acid, everyone is get afraid. Environment.
Most people put acid on their fries every day or chips. So one should not be worried about acid.
But you recuperate that.
We recover the acid. We use an acid at the onset, and then we break down this material into fine constituent. We select a specific pH, which allows us to segregate this material into first iron, and then we go to the aluminum. And then with the aluminum, we oxidize it to create alumina. However, we can go further and go for scandium, and we can go for gallium and separate them with a process which is going to remain
changing
nameless.
A little bit the recipe.
We're going to remain nameless because we're depositing new patents on how to process these materials.
Oh, that's very interesting. You have plenty of cash right now?
We do have quite a bit of cash. We have about 15 million. And we're expecting another 15 million or so to come from the warrants that have been issued a few years ago.
Yeah. And are you also expecting some more help from the government?
Well, at this point, we're doing fairly well. We are...
They may have the feeling they don't have to help you.
They may want to help. We'll see what happens. And certainly, we're not against the idea of government giving us support, but they're already doing fairly well, and they're doing very well for us as well. They've been helping us enormously. We're located in a district that essentially needs us, requires us. They like us over there. We want to get things done with them. We have a very good relationship with the community, and we're pushing further.
So you own all the right of the recipe. It's been invented here. You have plenty. For how many years of full production do you have of this?
Well, if we were to replace the entire Quebec scene, we would talk about, at least for the first 100 meters, with that small hole, probably something like 50 years, 60 years. And if we extend that hole, maybe 75 years. Then if we go to the other side, because what I'm talking to you about is a small portion of our land, If we go to another location, we may have another group as well. So it's not clear yet how many we have. We have deposited the 43101. That says that we have 1 billion ton of the material. That's enough for a very long time. And frankly, my grandchildren will worry about the rest of the material.
That's a good one. And when do you expect starting making money with this thing?
Well, we expect to go into in the business of high purity material, because that was the original business.
That was one of my questions. You go first with the highest quality.
We go for the highest quality, the highest margin.
Because that's not two different products in the same. You can use this product and refine it until the best quality, and there's not this quantity of less quality and this quantity of good quality. Exactly. So you can all transform this in the best quality if you want.
Exactly. So our pilot plant is expected to be transformed into a plant that will produce only this. So it's already at scale. The other plant, which is going to open the year after, is going to be mainly for metallurgical alumina, and it's going to be specialized in metallurgical, and it will be 7,000 ton a day. While the first plant is likely to open in the first quarter, second quarter of next year for the specialty alumina, and will start generating cash.
And you explained me earlier that you can even build more plant to refine this product, because you don't need that huge building to do that. So exactly. you could even transport the refining plant to some other area.
We can position. Each of the plant is essentially a unit. We can position units at different places on our 64 square kilometer piece of land, and therefore being able to use material from different area, and therefore create jobs in different area and create material in different area.
So you have money, you have all right, you can sell, refine. You're not cutting me, don't you? In 15 seconds? You have to? Okay, we have no choice. They told me they have to cut me off. So
that's because I'm not interesting enough.
Because of the microphone.
I'll try to be better next time.
So we thank Mr. Boudreault. We really thank you very much for being here, and we love your project. We'll be following it.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.